Is it true what they say you are? Are you who they say you are? Are you who you say you are? Welcome to Merciful Love, and today we are going to discuss the truth about who we really are. I was thinking earlier how people try to define us and then we try to live up to their definitions. But in real sense, we are not living the way we want to live because we want to fit into this definition that this person has given us. And secondly, you might find yourself in a situation whereby someone has described you in a way whereby you are not that person and you do not have a way to get from that situation. I remember when I was young, I had this cousin, my first cousin. I used to really like him because, we were living together with them. We were living together and he had left and then he had come to visit. And when he came to visit, like the two times he came to visit, he kept saying, this one doesn't like me. He kept saying, like, I don't like him. I don't know why he used to say that. And I really did like him. I don't remember doing anything negative towards him, but for some reason he kept saying I didn't like him. And after the second visit, I started now keeping my distance. So I think I just took it that, okay, if he says I don't like him, then maybe I shouldn't like him. And, that became our norm, I think, to date. I like him, but we are not very close. So how many times has someone defined you while you really know that you are not that kind of a person? How many times have you been called a liar, but in real sense you know that you were saying the truth? How much has your reputation been drained, but you know the truth? The point is, you should not allow someone's definition define who you are. You should not take up someone's definition of who you are. People will say a lot of things. People will label you a lot of names. But if you really know who you are, it will make all the difference. You will be able to show up and do your duties as who you really, really are. You should not let other people define you. But if you do not know who you are, then people will define you the way you want to be, the way they want them to be defined. People will define you the way they want to define you. A good example is like Jesus, Jesus was the Son of God. He was the King of the universe. But what did the people do? On his cross they wrote Inri, Jesus King of Nazareth. They defined him. But that did not change who he was. And he knew who he was. But do you know who you are? Are you going to take the definition of other people upon yourself? Who are you? Because if you do not know who you are, other people are going to define you. And that will be the first step to healing. Once you know who you are, all the labels will have to fall off. Because even if people label you, whatever they want to label you, you will show up as who you are. If people label you a lawyer and you're a doctor, you will show up as a doctor and you'll do your doctor duties. I don't know if you are getting what I mean. If people label you a liar, but you speak the truth, you will show up and you'll speak your truth. But before you leave all this, you have to know who you are. And some of these things, they get repeated over and over and over again, such that even us, we start believing them. People keep telling you, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this, you are like this, and then you start believing them. because, if everyone says I'm like this, then I probably am. But when you search your heart, you are not. They have just misidentified you, misdiagnosed you. But if you do not know who you are, you will take up any label just to fit in. She's the life of the party. But in real sense, if you had a choice, you'll just stay at home. But no, because you want to fit into your group of friends, you'll do some crazy things so that you can be life of the party and so that they can accept you. I don't know if you're getting me. How many people have been influenced by peer pressure to do something? And the words they use, you are the man, you're the most courageous amongst us. But in real sense, in your heart, you are not. And if you show up as yourself, you will not do some stupid shit. You will know that I don't like vandalizing things, then I'll not vandalize. You can call me courageous, then in this case, I'm not courageous. In this case, I am reasonable. People will call you boring. It's okay. They can define you however they want to. But the moment if you know yourself, you will sit back and you will know that I am not boring. This conversation is just not interesting to me. This company is just not interesting to me. If I am with the right people, I will talk. If I am in the right environment, I will share. I will have fun. You do not have to prove anything to people once you know yourself. You wouldn't have to. And people will lie to you. One day they will tell you you are this, the next day they will tell you that you are another thing, as long as you fit their need. And once their need is done, they are done with you. But when you are authentic, your authentic self, you are who you know you are, and you show as that person, then the right people will love you for who you really are. And then you will have an authentic circle. But you do not have to pretend to be someone you are not so as to fit in to a group. The moment you are trying to fit into a group so that you can be liked, that's the moment you need to call yourself for a meeting. Because I promise you, it will not last. And it never ends well. So many testimonies are there, whereby there's a group of people, and one person, because they want to fit in, they are made to do some stupid things so that, but the other person is not doing it. They are made to do some stupid thing, and then they do it, and then they end up in trouble most of the time. But once you know who you are, trust you me, you'll attract the right people. You'll attract the authentic people that are there. People will lie to you. You're strong. You can take this. But you're probably in an abusive relationship, and people are there telling you, you are strong. You can't. And then by the end of the day, you might die in that relationship. Gaslighting. How does that gaslighting works? They'll tell you that you are the cause of the problem, while you really know. When you search yourself, you are really not the cause of the problem. And then you will keep staying in the same situation. You will keep getting abused. You will keep destroying your inner peace. You will keep destroying your psychological peace. And healing that will take extra time, a lot of time, and you might not even heal. It will change you. Someone keeps repeating to you that you are stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid. You start believing that you are stupid, while in real sense, it is just maybe a certain angle of things that you do not get clearly, and you just needed some easy explanation. No one is totally stupid. and no one is totally wise or smart. You just know, as people know some things and they do not know other things. That's why that's why we have each other. There are things that I know that you do not know, and there are things that you know that I do not know. And actually, that's why I appreciate the comments, because I've learned a lot from the people who are commenting, like such insightful things that I did not know. I've even gone ahead and talked to some people on email because they are so full of knowledge that I did not know. And we need all this knowledge, to share all this knowledge so that we can help each other. You cannot know everything, and you cannot know everything. There's always something that you can learn from someone. So when someone tells you you are an idiot or you're stupid, you do not have to believe that. It's only one thing that you do not know. It's only maybe that topic that you do not know. But I'm pretty sure there are other things that you are really good at. So you don't have to believe everything that they say. It doesn't matter what point of authority they are. Nobody has a right to define you, because you're the only one who really knows yourself. And you can only know that by sitting down, meditating, and analyzing everything that you believe about yourself, everything that you've been told about yourself. Knowing yourself is knowing yourself from the inside, not from what you've been told. You cannot know yourself from what you've been told, because people are seeing you from a different lens. People will translate things from what they have experienced in life. How can they tell you who you are while they themselves do not know who they are? How many people are called mothers, but they do not have that feeling of motherhood? How many people have been forced to be nuns and priests and whatever, but in real sense they wanted something else? We've seen people leave and go back to family life. But because someone kept repeating to them over and over again, they took that because they did not know themselves, and at the end of the day, it did not end well. It never ends well. You need to define yourself for yourself. You need to define yourself for yourself, not from another person's perspective. People will define you how they want to use you. People will tell you who you are so that you can do what they want. There's this story I keep reading on social media about a person whose mother used to tell him, or I don't know how, whose mother used to tell them that you are the world's best potato peeler. And this person grew up knowing that they are the world's best potato peeler. And every time they were making a meal that included potatoes, he would be the first to run and peel the potatoes, because as far as he was concerned, he was the world's best potato peeler. And he only came to know the trick years later when they were already grown. But the trick worked for the mother. So what are you doing because someone told you you are that person? How many women have been lied to or tricked into relationships because someone told them, I want you to be the mother of my kids? And it didn't end well. Unless you can see yourself as the mother of that person's kids, then that's okay. But only if you're operating on that person's affirmations, on that person's identification or description of yourself. What happens when the person dies or they are no longer there to describe you? What do you remain to be? I don't know. If you identify yourself as that, then you can achieve your life's purpose. But if you are sitting and waiting for someone else to come and define you, they will define you depending on their need. And when their need ends, that's the end for you. And then you'll find another person who will define you a different way. And then you'll have again to change who you are so that you can fit this other description. And the cycle continues. So you will be living your life for other people and you're not going to live your life for yourself. When are you going to live life for yourself? You have been put on this earth for a purpose. And you cannot not achieve that purpose if you do not know yourself. So my question is, are you who they say you are? Are you who you say you are? Are you living on a fake identity? And how long are you going to live on a fake identity if you are? Don't you think it's time for you to show up as who you really are? People will love you. The right people will love you for who you are. You do not have to pretend anymore. I promise. You do not have to pretend anymore. You do not have to lose your identity to please people. You have a purpose. There's a reason why God created you. You have a purpose. And you cannot achieve your purpose if you keep pretending, if you keep faking. So, I just want you to ask this question. Is it true who they say I am? Is it true who I say I am? And am I living my life in authenticity? Am I playing my role according to my life's purpose? Or I'm just pretending? Am I just trying to please people? Or I am doing what I really wanted to do with my life? These are important questions. You may have been identified as something for a long time, such that you believe that, but in your heart you know you are not that thing. You are not who they say you are. People may have lied about you. 1 million people may have believed what the other person has said. But what is your truth? It does not matter how many people believed the lie. You do not have to apologize for anything. Whatever was said, was said. The truth will remain the truth, even if no one stands by it. And a lie will remain a lie, even if 1 million people stand by it. Live your truth. Live your truth. Don't let anyone define you. They can say whatever, but the truth remains to be the truth. They can label you whatever, but the truth remains to be the truth. Live your life as authentically as you can. Start the journey now. It's not easy, I know, but we are here to help each other. Look, I have, the people who are on this channel are very wholesome people, very insightful, very wise, and they have resources, and we will help each other. We are here to help each other. No one has the final say. No one knows the ultimate way, but we are here to help each other heal. We are here to help each other grow. We are here to help each other overcome this mentality of victimhood. We are taking the mantle and taking the initiative to heal ourselves. And the first step is to know who we really are, so that if we are protecting something, we are protecting the authentic self. We are not protecting something that has been handed to us or forced upon us, or, we just took up. Okay, just start. Write down who you think you are and who you are not. Everything they said you are and you are not. You have to get rid of that and start showing up as who you are. They will call you names to humble you. They will call you names to use you. That's the point. They will label you to use you. Nobody is going to label you to uplift you. You know, especially in my country, Kenya, if people want you to give them something, maybe money, they just start calling you chairman, you know, mheshimiwa, you know, honorable. They start calling you those names. Why do they call you those names? Are you a honorable? Are you a member of parliament? No, they're just calling you those names so that they can get something from you. And we know it. And we need to stop this. We need to show up as ourselves. You know, just say, no, I'm not that person. And we see, let the fake people fall out. You'd rather remain with few, quality over quantity. Few friends, but authentic. Yeah? So, if you care about quality, it's time to show up as yourself and see who sticks. If you care about quantity, continue living the lie. But, like I said, a lie is a lie, even if 1,000 people stand by it, and a truth is a truth, even if no one stands by it. Anyway, thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode as you continue with this journey.